YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Ron Real, aka Double R in the building, back with another video, back with another banger, man. Today we're gonna be smoking the Plasencia Alma Del Fuego limited edition, man. It just came out in the IPCPR 2019. Y'all hang tight, stay tuned, I'm gonna tell you about it. All right, so we have here the Plasencia Alma Del Fuego, which translates to Soul of Fire. This is the 5x50 Robusto size. I have previously smoked the 6x54, and to be honest with you guys, I didn't care for it at all. I probably will revisit that cigar based on this one, but there's also another offering that they do that is a 6.5x38, which is a Lancero size. I was gonna smoke that one for this review, but then I thought to myself, I was like, man, let me go ahead and smoke the Robusto. That way, if I don't care for it, if I can give it a last chance with the Lancero, which is more of my style, more of the smaller ring gauge, instead of smoking the Lancero, not caring for it, and then not even giving this one a try. The only downfall of these cigars is, again, they're not cheap. This Robusto here was a $15 or $14.50, might as well say a $15 cigar. And I believe the Robusto, or I'm sorry, the Toro, the 6x54 was around the same, in the same neighborhood as well too. This is a Nicaraguan Puro. That means, again, the wrapper, binder, and the filler all are from Nicaragua. This is tobacco. The tobacco, or a lot of the tobacco in this particular cigar, is used from Ometepe, which is an island in Nicaragua that is formed by two volcanoes. Not a lot of room to grow a lot of tobacco on that island, but they say that some of the tobaccos from that island have a very distinctive taste, so we shall find out. I really like the look of this cigar. The bands are very nice and classy, as you guys could probably see. Just has a very nice, clean look to it. Cigar is not very toothy at all. Tight and visible seams. There are some veins present, but nothing. These veins are pressed down pretty good. It doesn't detract from the look of the cigar at all. Has a closed foot. I think I've reviewed one or two cigars already that had a closed foot on it, but that's just when they're finishing the cigar, they'll just flap the tobacco over. So this has a closed foot on it too. Price point, Nicaraguan Puro, Plasencia family, which I believe in 2016 they decided to finally start using a lot of their tobacco and doing their own cigar their own cigar blends and things like that. Up until that point, they were providing most of the tobacco for most of the cigar manufacturers around the world. So we will not bullshit any longer. We'll get into the cigar, man. So I'll take this footband off. I was really disappointed with the 6x54 size because, again, this cigar was released in the IPCPR 2019. Oh, I did say in the introduction that this was a limited cigar. I stand corrected. It's regular production. This is the third of the Alma series. They're planning on doing 5, so there'll be 2 more releases from this Alma line. So I have smoked the Alma Del Fuerte and the Salomon, the box press Salomon. I've smoked that twice now, and I really enjoyed that one a lot more than I enjoyed the Toro size of this one. So we will see what we got. It draws a little on the tight side, but it has a triple cap on it, but I don't really want to cut too much more off that. We're gonna have to bear that out. Yeah, I was really disappointed in that because I'm really a huge fan of Nicaraguan tobacco for the most part. So, and then, you know, it got so hyped up when I was hearing about it. Everybody was talking about how good it was. And so I did make that mistake of going into it already with expectations way too high. And then when I smoked it, I looked at it and was just like, this isn't that good, especially for $15. It smoked like a $6 or $7 cigar. So I'm hoping that this smaller ring gauge will bear out some more different flavors, and hopefully I'll have a better experience with this. Even though that cigar sucked, I'm going into this one completely on neutral playing field. So definitely spicy on the retrohale. I don't know, I would say more like a red pepper, like a cayenne pepper, not really black pepper on this one. Traditional, like earth notes right now, nothing too crazy. Just started smoking it, so yeah, that's all I'm picking up right now is the earth. And then on that retrohale, very intense pepper. So if you're not an experienced smoker, or this is not the cigar to try to start learning how to retrohale on if you're not experienced with it. So I will get through most of this first third, let you guys know of any strength, flavors, anything like that. Y'all know how it goes. So y'all hang tight, stay tuned, and we'll be back in a little bit. We're about 20-25 minutes in, getting through the first third. It's not looking good for me purchasing the Lancero version of this one. Like, ah, man, I hate this too, but I have to remain honest with you at all times, and I don't know, man. So right now we'll talk flavor wise. It's just dominated by earth. The black pepper is ramped down some from the beginning, and then it's almost like a green plant, like I don't know. It's like a clean flavor, like maybe minerally, or like, if that makes sense, like a mineral kind of. I don't know if if you're drinking like mineral water or something that has that, like, not grittiness, but it has that clean taste to it. I'm getting that on this too, but there's no flavors in here that really, the earth is not bad, but again, when I'm usually getting earth flavors, I'm usually picking up leather or cocoa or coffee notes or chocolate or something, you know. I'm not getting any of that right now. And to be I think they say Alma Del Fuego for like the spiciness and the strength of the cigar. There is no strength to me. I would even say this is more like, I would say mild to medium head, or like in the bottom half of medium. Like, definitely no strength. Flavor wise, I'm not really impressed, man. Like, the construction, as you can see, has been perfect. The draw is even good. You know, I was concerned about the draw being a little tight on the cold draw, but the draw has been good. Construction has been great, but just the flavors are just not doing it for me, especially at a $15 price point. Now, I know I may be in the minority. I know there's a lot of people out there that like Plasencia cigars, and I do like the Alma del Fuerte. I like that cigar a lot, but this just, to me, it doesn't hold a candle to that cigar so far. Still got a lot of cigar left, but I just keep replaying in my mind. I'm like, man, this is a $15 cigar, and it's just not tasting like how a $15 cigar should. You know, you start getting into $15, you start getting in the lower end of Davidoff. There's definitely some Padrones that are in the $15 range. Roma Craft. I'm just thinking of a lot of other cigars. You could even get some Opus X for under $15, and their the flavor profile is far superior to me. Now, if these flavors sound like something you're into, like heavy earth, that mineral kind of flavor, a little black pepper, then this might be it for you. But so far right now, I'm not impressed, to the point where I was so disappointed in the Toro size, and I'm not really impressed with this Robusto size. I hate to say it, but it's gonna be hard for me to spend that $16 to buy the Lancero version of this, because it's like, man, 2 out of 3 right now aren't doing it. I'm not gonna throw you another $15 or $16, not for this line, which is really disappointing, because I know there was a lot of hype behind it. And again, I know there's a lot of people that love this cigar, but I can only be honest with you, smoking this cigar at this time with my palate, not impressed right now. So we will get through the second, third, let you guys know if anything else has changed or anything. But hey, man, it is what it is. So y'all hang tight, stay tuned, and we'll get to it. All right, so flavors are pretty much the same. There was a little bit of a change. There's like a savory quality, almost kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of meaty. It reminds me of like a nice steak, which has salvaged this a little bit. I wouldn't say it's enough for me to continuously buy this cigar. Not bad, not good. It's not elite, it's not terrible. Other than the savory quality, the flavors are still about the same. It's just dominated by like that earth and that mineral taste a little bit. The savoriness came in, was like, all right, cool, got a little bit of a change. Kind of has a little bit of a mouth-watering quality. So I would say this is a good cigar. Definitely leaps and bounds over the Toro size. So as of right now, my personal opinion, if you were going to buy one, I would say buy the Robusto over the 6x54 size one. As of right now, I don't know, man. I'm still on the fence about if I want to try the Lancero or not. Probably won't buy it. If someone gave me one or something, that's cool. I'll probably do it that way. Yeah, unless it's a really drastic change in the rest of this cigar. Like, I just don't know, because the Alma del Fuego was so much better than this, smoked for a long time too. To me, there's still no comparison. So again, the construction has been perfect though. Burn line's been good, draw has been good. Have no complaints on that. Just the flavor profile just isn't hitting me specifically how I would want it to. But again, some of you other guys out there might be hearing this and it sounds like it's right up your alley. To be honest, with the second, third on, with that savory quality, This probably would pair well with a really good red wine like a Syrah or a Cabernet or something like that, with that dryness of that wine and that savory quality. Probably work really well. If this was an $8 or $9 cigar, you know, I'd be willing for sure to try all the sizes. But when you start getting over that $10 to $12 price range, you start competing with a lot of really, really good cigars. Not saying all of them in that price range are phenomenal, but you're getting into elite company, man. So, hey, I'm gonna keep on smoking and we'll see what we got, man. So y'all hang tight. All right, so finishing up, about an hour in, probably got about another 10 minutes or so. Flavors are still about the same. Still got that savory quality, still heavy herbs, still heavy mineral taste. I'm disappointed because of the price, but the flavors ended up being okay. It's an okay cigar. I don't know if necessarily the hype should have been put around it like it was, but again, this is just my palate. You ask 10 different people and, you know, 1 or 2 of them may not like it, the other people may like it. But for me personally, it's just not there for me at that price point. Like I said earlier, if this was around an $8 or $9 cigar, I think it'd be right along line. And then I would be willing to probably buy it again and pair it with some wine and see how it does. But at $15, I don't think I can force myself to pay that premium price for what I'm getting. So with that being said, again, construction has been very, very good on this cigar. I can't downplay that. Haven't touched the cigar up at all. It's performed beautifully. I'll probably give this a score of, it's not a very good cigar. I would just say it's good. So we're gonna go, I'll go 84. So I'll go 84 out of 100, 8.4 out of 10, whichever way you want to score it. Good cigar, not a great cigar, not terrible. Definitely better than the 6x54. I think with the smaller vitola and the flavors being able to be focused in, I think this blend benefited from that, which I probably think the Lancero version probably would be better. But again, that's a $16, $17 cigar. I'm gonna smoke a Padron, a Davidoff, a Opus X, quite a few other things before I pick this up at $16, $17. Just me personally. Pretty much just leave it at that, man. It's just a good cigar. So again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, checking out my review. If you like the cigar and you smoked it before, comment down below. Let me know what you think, man. You know, we all got different palates. We all got different tastes. That's the beautiful thing about it. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of different cigars. We're all not going to agree on everything, but that's the name of the game. So y'all remember to be driven, never motivated. And speaking of the game, y'all already know what time it is, man. It's all about relaxation and enjoyment. And on that note, we'll catch y'all later, man.